Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Card Council. It is the Honorable Judge Kevin here presiding today. And today we are going to be placing on trial Mega Evolution's Perfect Order and see what case they have to present to us today. This set, while being named Perfect Order, a lot of people in the community are saying otherwise. So let's go ahead and see if this set is making a false claim or not, and see if they are truly perfect. As you all know by now, we will get into the box, and that shall be the opening statements for the set. Each pack will be an exhibit, and the final pack will be the closing arguments. Love the Lapras. My personal chase, which I have pulled in a short, is the Doublade. Absolutely love the Doublade IR. I would love to see the Mega Skarmory or the Dedenne, the Clefairy, the Esper, all really, really nice. So there are some really nice arts in this set. I think the Meowth is overhyped. I think there's too much going on in the Mega Zygarde, and they could have done better on the Mega Starmie. Mega Clefable, they did not miss. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the box here. Also, the branding of this, I don't want to say it's a full miss just based on branding and everything, but it's really, really tough because these are the sleeves. There's nothing fun about these sleeves. Mid. This I like a lot. The Tyrant promo illustration rare card. Really, really cool. Love him breaking through the boulder there. He's honestly looks really cute. This is a really, really cool promo. I really like that card a lot. I don't know if I would say I would get the ETBs just for the promo. It might be more advantageous to get the card by itself. But if you want to be able to rip packs too, you're at least getting a really cool promo. You got your energies. Get those out of the way. The coin, again, mid, die. In terms of opening statements, as that falls down in the back, thank you for that. In terms of opening statements, it is very weak. The promo is trying to do a very strong carry there, but we are going to get into the real reason we are here. All these beautiful exhibits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total packs. We are going to set this one right here with the Clefable off to the side. That will be the closing arguments. And then we've got these 8 packs here. Let's give it a little bit of a shuffle so that way they're a little out of order instead of how they were just placed in. I don't know if that does anything. I don't think it's reasonable to assume that it does because this is all luck. But let's go ahead and get into the first exhibit here. Perfect Order. Leave in the comments now if you think that Perfect Order is true to its name in being perfect, or are they being deceitful with their name? So let's go ahead and get into it. I will make my official ruling, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, at the end, as we always do, if this set is guilty or not guilty of fraud. Not robbery, fraud. Because it's calling itself perfect. And there's a lot to live up with that. Fighting energy. We get a Snorlax. Let's go. We get the Snorlax. If you do not know, I am currently trying to master set Snorlax, Lapras, and Phanpy. So as I hit my stand. So any card, be it this just common Snorlax, huge because I get to add it to the set. Like Surging Sparks. I have opened so many Surging Sparks packs. I have not pulled the common Snorlax. It evades me, and it's not like I'm gonna go find that at a card show and going through the bulk containers for some reason, always missing. So always great to be able to get that pull. Esper, Proboss, Antique Sail Fossil, Hippowdon, Pokepad, Turtonator. Again, disclaimer, since I got some comments on previous video of mine, I am dyslexic. Pronouncing these are rather difficult for me, especially when they're not words I say often. So forgive me, I'm trying, but it's some of the charm of my courtroom. A reverse hollow Furfro, a reverse hollow Crushing Hammer, and Mr. Bailiff. Did you bring me some luck on the first pack? Here we go. Oh, let's go. First pack Mega Clefable. A nice first pull. Exhibit A. Very, very solid. We are not mad at that in the slightest with an EX right off the bat and it being Mega Clefable. A beautiful card and a great Pokemon as we get into Exhibit B. Mr. Bailiff Snorlax. You did very good there, bud. Way to bring us some heat right off the rip. Going again with the fighting energy. A Rowlet. Amura. Hippopotas. Whole Dinging Shovel. Pokepad. Shaman. Turtonator. I'm going to try and get it down by the end of this. Reverse Hollow. Amarua. Oh, let's go. The Talonflame IR. Oh, back to back. Can we have a double? And a Chin-Pow hollow. But the Talonflame IR. Oh, that's a great, great card. Oh, I love that. Okay, perfect order. Might be living up to the name right now with 2 for 2 on hits as we get into Exhibit C. I hope everybody is having themselves a good week. I hope that they have been able to pull some cards that they've wanted or get their hands on some sets. Perfect order, because of some of the hate online, has not been selling as quickly as Ascended Heroes. So if you're just looking to pull and you don't really care how the set is, go get Perfect Order. Every card shop I've been in since release has had it stocked. So go in, get some. But I hope everybody's doing well, getting some pulls and opening. I love this Hawlucha art. That's so cool. Been able to just, get some hits, work on their collections. I was down in Arizona for a bachelor party this past weekend and was able to go to 2 card shops down there. Reverse Hollow Servine. Reverse Hollow Scatterbug. Mr. Bailiff, please. Thank you, Mr. Bailiff. And a Hollow Luxray. We could not keep the heat going. It was completely unreasonable to think we could. But yeah, so I was down in Arizona for the bachelor party as we get into Exhibit D, and was able to go to a card shop by myself which was really, really cool. Had a ton of great binders and sealed product, a bunch of plushie. It was just a great shop. And then one of my really good friends who lives down there, who wasn't part of the trip, picked me up, and he took me to his favorite local shop. And we did a perfect order booster box battle. We opened some Union Arena, Attack on Titan, and some Mega Evolution booster boxes, as well as just some other singles pickups and whatnot. That was just a great couple hours hanging out with a friend you haven't got to see in a while. That was just a ton of fun. And I don't know, Arizona card shops were very different than Chicago card shops, where it felt like they had more of a selection. The prices didn't feel as inflated. And based on every sealed product I've opened from the card shops in Arizona, for some reason the hits are insane. Like, they are actually insane. I bought some stuff for Morgan, some Prismatic, and she pulled like 3 hits from Prismatic. And if you know Prismatic, you know that doesn't happen. So I don't know what they have or where they're sourcing their stuff from these card shops down there, but this art confuses, like, it confuses me because it reminds me of Rose from Titanic. Like, this is a paint me like one of your French girls type. I don't like that. Meowstick, reverse holo Raticate, reverse holo Babarkle, and a telepathic energy holo. Before I finish my last thought on Arizona and their insane pull rates, I don't know how I feel about the energies being hollows as we get into Exhibit E here. Like, I like them, they're cool, but I'd rather the energies just be a reverse than a hollow, or kind of how they have in the 151 and Prismatic, having the hollow energies. Or the reverse hollow foil energies at the very beginning, like with your normal energy card. I'd prefer that instead of making it an actual hit. But I digress. Electric energy of Furfro, Tyrunt, Servine, Clefairy, Talonflame, Core Memory. Just making sure, because the darks throw me. Drapion, reverse hollow Staryu, reverse hollow Nose Pass, and Mr. Snorlax. Mr. Bailiff, help me out here as we get a Rocky Energy Hollow. Back-to-back Energy Hollows here from the defense. We have gone on a cold streak. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the defense started off very, very strong, as we have 3 exhibits remaining. Exhibit F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. I am one that, no matter what, has to run through the ABCs, no matter what. As we have those 3 exhibits remaining with closing arguments, we have an EX and an IR so far from the first 2 exhibits. Since then, we have gotten nothing but normal hollows. The defense started off very strong. The state's witnesses clearly were weaker, and they were well prepped for them, so they were able to attack them well with those exhibits there. And ever since then, they've been floundering, letting things in that they didn't want in. But they have 3 exhibits and closing arguments remaining. So let's see if they can bring this on home. Because the trial's not over until a ruling occurs. So, just like in sports, you never stop playing until that clock hits zeros. And even then, sometimes you might have a brawl after. So, let's see. Exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F. Think Exhibit F. Exhibit F. Dark Energy. Ghastly. Crushing Hammer. Salandit. There we go. Got there. Scatterbug. Judge. Volcanion. Naven. Reverse Hollow Seal. Reverse Hollow Drapion. Mr. Bailiff, bring me something good here. The Pokepad Ultra Rare. Okay. I asked for him to bring me something, and the Bailiff succeeded. He came through. He followed through. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I've never looked at energy or like item cards as something I want to pull, but that Pokepad is actually really cool. Let me pull that back up here. I really like the blue art on this. The texture looks great. It's just a cool, it's just a cool ultra rare card. I just really like that. And blue is my favorite color. Exhibit G with the Meowth. With the Meowth. I will say, this is a smaller set, so it actually feels like you are completing something when you pull these. Like, kind of easier to master set. But you do then get a lot of the same cards. You see a lot of the same cards, where when opening Ascended, because there's two types of reverses for every card, it always feels like you're getting something different or seeing something new when you're opening that. So I get why they went back to a smaller set, especially after Ascended. But if you're going to go with the smaller set, I feel like you need to come with more popular Pokemon, because small set and not the most popular Pokemon, I think, has led to the set not being the most anticipated or sought after of Pokemon releases. And then you see Chaos Rising, and it also is a small set, but it has the Greninja and a bunch of other popular Pokemon in it. So you're seeing a lot of hype for that, even though that's not coming out till May. So Pokemon didn't ask me. Why would they? But my two cents on the matter. Scorupi, Seal, Shinx, Spinarak, Luxio, Energy Swatter, Meowstic, Reverse Hollow Snivy, Reverse Hollow Doublade. Mr. Bailiff, I asked nicely the last time. Let's see if you come through again. An Aurora's Hollow. I can't hate because our dog's name is Rory or Aurora. So, can't hate. Exhibit H. Here, the last of the exhibits from the defense. It hasn't been terrible. It hasn't been great. It's just been kind of middling. Does anyone even care if I show the code card? Does anyone even use that? Let me know. Like, I just do it. I don't even know if anyone cares. Alright, Psychic Energy. Rattata. Dartrix. Honedge. Haunter. Judge. Aromatisse. Jackinth. Reverse Hollow Klefki. Reverse Hollow Pokeball. And a Hollow Superior. Alrighty. That is the end of the exhibits as we get into the closing arguments for Mega Evolution's Perfect Order. I'll be honest, where I'm at now, without my judicial ruling on this ETB, I do think I'm gonna pull or open more Perfect Order. I enjoy the art on some of these cards a lot. That Hawlucha has just really, like, it's really nice art. So there's some great art in this set. Absent my ruling here in this matter before us, I do think I'm going to be opening more of it. I personally, you know what? I'll save the rant for the end. But let's get into closing arguments here from the defense. Last pack. The code card, people probably do not care about. All right. Fire Energy. Bunnelby. Bunnelby, yeah. Bunnelby, Pokemon Catcher. Nose Pass. Snivy. Babarkle. Babarkle. Rose's Encouragement. Vivillon. Got there. We got there. Reverse Hollow Tarragon. Reverse Hollow Rattata. And Bailiff. One last time. The Meowth EX as the final closing argument. Okay. Very, very nice. Closing arguments have completed. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I thank you for your time and consideration in this matter. We have heard and seen the evidence here from the defense today, being the Meowth EX, the Mega Clefable EX, the Talonflame, and the Pokepad. Opening statements with the Tyrant promo illustration rare card. And with that being said, the ruling of the Honorable Card Counsel, Kevin, whatever you want to refer to me as, Your Honor, in the ruling of perfect order on if they are guilty or not guilty of fraud, I am declaring a mistrial. You heard it right, folks. I cannot say beyond a reasonable doubt that this set has proven the burden to not be guilty. But I also don't think that it is guilty of fraud. It's not perfect, but it's, for 9 packs, it's not horrible. It's not bad. I'm going to have to declare a mistrial on this opening. The perfect order set may continue using the name Perfect until they are once again placed on trial here in the Card Council courtroom before myself. An official ruling is made. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I thank you for your time and consideration. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe down below, leave a like, and keep an eye open for the next trial when we make a final determination on perfect order. Court is now in recess. I'll see you next time.